Well, what we have here is an improper integral. Why is it improper? Well, if you look at the denominator, that is the cube root is fine. You can take the cube root of anything, but you can't divide by 0. So you can see the denominator will equal 0 when w is -2 or +2. -2 doesn't matter because it's not in our limits, but +2 is the upper limit. So we can't integrate this as written. So since 2 is the problem, that's going to be a vertical asymptote. And we're trying to integrate this from 1 to 2. It doesn't really matter what the function looks like, but it does matter that we can see that there's a vertical asymptote. We're going to take the limit. 1 is fine. The upper limit is the problem. We'll call it b. And we're going to approach b, 2, like this, because we're going from 1 to 2, so we're approaching from the left. So we'll just say as b approaches 2 from the left, and basically now we're going to have an equivalent integral that's doable. So to integrate this is relatively easy because if you let u be w squared minus 4, du is 2w dw. So we have 4w dw up top. So there's a couple ways you can think of this, but I'm going to think of just the 4 as a constant. W dw is equal to du over 2. So since we have the 4 up there, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's going to be the constant that's left over. And then we're integrating u to the -1/3. Do this, if you need to do this step by step, do it that way. But u to the -1/3 will integrate to be u to the +2/3 times 3/2. So again, we have this. Our constant from the du is going to be 4 over 2, which is 2. Our integral is 3/2. That's good because that will cancel out the 2's. U to the 2/3. Don't forget to plug w back in. So this is what we are looking at. Oh, shoot. No, it's not because I already integrated. My bad here. Let me just quickly fix that. That's what happens when you do all this work on the side. It's going to be 2 times 3/2, which is 3, times the result of my integral, evaluated from 1 to b. So that is what we are looking at right now. So now it just becomes a limit question. The 3 is a constant, so I like to remove it so I don't have to worry about it. And we apply the fundamental theorem of calculus here. Plug in b. And then minus, plug in 1. Apply the limit. So we're going to assume this, we're just going to apply the limit like this is b as b goes to 2. And then if we get a limit, then it's the same as if b approaches 2 from the left or the right. So when you plug in 2, you're going to get 4 minus 4, which is 0. Nice. So we have 0. Minus 1 minus 4, which is -3. to the 2/3. Negative 3 to the 2/3, that gets a little scary.